Tia, come on, baby girl. Come here. Come here, Tia. Come on in your bed. Yeah, it's just a squawky bird. Being a jerk. Alright. Hi, Rachel. Hi, Diane. Good morning, ladies. How are you all? So I have to make for my cousin, for her grandson, she wants a set of curtains out of these old sheets. And I've already cut the fitted sheet because she needs them 5 feet long and I guess however wide I can get them. So I cut the fitted part off of the sheet. So now I just have one big square piece of fabric. Hi, Rajul. So the flat sheet is much more better than this sheet. This sheet here is pretty worn right in this area. I guess where the kids have slept. Hi, Amelia. So she gave me the sheets and she went to our fabric store and purchased some blackout vinyl. So that's what this is. This is blackout vinyl for to black out the curtains. Good morning, Cynthia. So I'm going to try my hand at making a pair of curtains. They're just rod pocket curtains. They're not pleated curtains. They're just your simple plain rod pocket curtains that I'm going to be making for her. So first of all, what I need to do is get all of the... Hi, Paula. Your painted rocks, Paula, are freaking amazing. Oh my gosh. They are amazeballs. That dotting is gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. So I think first things first, I need to get all of this flannel. These are flannel, by the way. I need to get them all pressed because they're extremely uneven because I cut all of the seams off and now they're pretty wrinkled. So what I want to do is try to get them nice and square, which, you know, is near impossible when we're dealing with an uneven hunk of fabric. So I'm going to try my best to fold these in half and press them so I can just cut them nice and straight. Good luck with that. And get them both exactly the same size. That is my goal, is to get these exactly the same size. One thing is for sure, you cannot iron this stuff. This is vinyl, so on this side here, it'll melt. So you really don't want to use that. All right. So let me get this stuff ironed. See how great of a job I can do. I actually have to put my iron over here because I don't have room for it on this ironing board. But I need a nice square piece of fabric. An even square piece of fabric. So this should be challenging for me because I'm no good with squaring stuff up. I really ain't. And I really ain't lying. But I'm going to do my best at ironing this crookedness. try to get all of this stuff flat on these edges because it's all curled up from the wash, so it makes it a little more difficult to work with. And I have to do it on my table because these are too big of pieces to fit on my little table here. And I got Miku outside, so he's gonna squawk for a while because he just loves to get on my nerves. Yep, that's what he's gonna do. He's gonna be a little squawk box today. All right. It's so hard because flannel these are used sheets, so it's going to be very challenging to make these very evenly. I'm already not having luck. All right. Try and see if I can get that straight. Oh, you're very welcome, Paula. Those are just beautiful. Just beautiful. I would love to do something like that, and I just may. I might go to Michael's and get myself some rocks and dot them. But I don't have dotting tools. I'd have to buy some. I only have like small, tiny ones. Okay, this ends our challenging. Ooh. Gosh. I'm not going to love working with this flannel, but I told her I'd see what I could do. But she wanted them darkened because her grandson's room, because she has custody of her grandson, her grandson's room is bright, and there's a window right there, so these will really darken up his room. Hopefully they'll be wide enough for his window, but I'm doing what I can with the fabric I have. That's all I can do. Trying to get these stupid folded edges all flat, but man, that's a chore and a half. I mean, they're going to be cute for her grandson. They will be darling. One side. I'm going to flip it over now and press the other side. Oh, you can shut up. Hi, Olivia. Scream when you want. You're outside. Scream like the birds in the wild. What a jerk. He just loves to spend the day in his room. bottom here is all going to get cut off. Alright, that's looking pretty good. So, we need to fold this up. Yeah, okay, bye. Alright, I'm going to put this over here. Move this one for now. Bring this nice ironed piece over. Oh, Tia, you can't lay under my feet, babes. Nice and flat. No wrinkles. Not in this. This can't afford to have wrinkles in it. And there's one in here, right here, but I need to work it out. There's also one there. Work them out. There we go. Nope. Come on. I hate working with flannel. Really do. There we go. Pull that sucker. Oh, jeez. This just does not want to cooperate with me. Where is this wrinkle? I need it very even over here on the folded edge so I can cut this nice and straight. Okay, I'm going to stick it on a line. Pray I get it nice and straight. And I need to cut off a good chunk. So right here, I'm lining up my ruler. It's not very even. Alright, get rid of that piece. Now, carefully open it up and take a piece off on this side to make it all as even and Steven as I can. And all these little yucks are going to be in the way. Nice. Nice, nice. Should be all even here. Nice. Nice, nice. So that's good there. So I'm going to see how much much I need to cut off here. Oh, a little bit. So we'll run the thing this way. Straighten it all out. There we go. This is almost the same way you would do your backing for your quilt. Exact same way. So that is that. Now I'm just going to carefully put this aside because I have to make the next panel the exact same size as this panel. So I'm just going to fold this and sit it right here for now while I iron this one. And then I have to cut that, but I can't cut that yet till I know how big these panels are. So I'm just going to move the iron over there. This one looks like it's much wider, so I don't have to worry about that edge, but I do have to worry about matching all of this up. That's the main thing. I'm not even going to press this edge because it's just all going to get cut off. This up, get the wrinkles out. You okay, Patsy? Got a little tickle cough there. Are you talking to me, Olivia? Because Patsy's not here. Yeah, I've got allergies really bad, and they really kicked in yesterday like you would not believe. Like last night I couldn't even breathe out of my nose. I was so stuffed up, it sounded like I had a cold. But I'm a lot better today. I just got the little tickle and a little bit of sneezing, and I'm good. Alright, so I'm just going to flip this over now. Give the other side a quick press. Make sure everything remains even. So I can cut this one. Exact same size as that panel. So she wants them 5 feet long. So I measured this and it was longer than 5 feet. The fitted sheet is going to be a smaller piece than the flat sheet. So that's the piece I have to go with, is the fitted. So I just cut all the corners off of it and made it a little easier to work with. Okay. Now, I think that's good. Now, fold it this way. So I can cut that and get everything all even. Move this out of the way for now. Just put it on here. Now, so I need to do it lengthwise first before I disturb that one. So I will do it lengthwise first. All the folded edges have to be as even as possible. That's what I'm working on, making them even. Well, this has to be flipped this way. Alright. Nope, there's a big mark there. So I'm just going to move this for right now. That is how big I need it. Okay, so I need to get rid of this fold. Oh man, I hate working with flannel. I remember the days of cutting all the rag quilts for all the ladies. Ugh, I hated this part so much. And I'm not even joking how much I hated it. None of them could cut. I had to do all the cutting because both of them, Patsy has bad hands. She doesn't have the strength in her hands to cut like I can. All I care about are all the folds in here. That looked pretty even. A little bit off. Have to be particular with this. Okie doke. Now, just place this one right on top. Braid all the folds together. And we will trim them together. There we go. Easy peasy. Now, just make sure it's going to go through all layers. Yep, it will. Oh dear. Seriously? I gotta go get my... Yep. That's not going to work. Gotta go get my 60mm cutter, I think. Damn it. Alright. Let's try it this way. Let's have a look. Good job I did. Now, I see a little crooked piece. So I'm going to flip this over, turn this up, and trim that little crooked piece off. It don't look too straight to me. Let me check. Okay. Now, I need to open this up and redo this part. I'm not a big fan of making curtains, by the way, but I need to get these wrinkles out. Looks good. Now, this is all kind of wonky and wrinkled, so that's fine. Let's do it this way. Let's open this up this way now, and let's cut it to the right size that it should be. Alright, and then I will have two pieces exactly the same. Two, 4, 6, 8. Yep, got through all the layers. Okay. Well then. So, there's our two panels. Nice and big. So they're fair size. As long as they're going to measure 60 inches, which is 5 feet. So let me measure to see if I have room to make the rod, pocket, and the hem on the bottom. So this is 36 inches, so let's go to 30. There's 30. And there's 60, and I have all of this left over. So I have that much left over right here. So that's enough to do the pocket and to do a small hem on the bottom. So now the fun part comes is getting this so we're going to measure actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to iron over about 1/4 of an inch all the way down here. I need to do it on all 4 sides because you have to make a double hem. Oh, nice, Olivia. So that's going to be the fun part, is just ironing a nice 1/4 inch hem all the way around, and then we will deal with it. So I'll just bring the iron and the ironing board over here. But this mat's got to go underneath because and we don't need this. So I'm just going to start at one end. I'm going to turn on my iron, and I'm going to add some water so I get a nice crisp pleat. Fold. Whoa, I overflowed it. Oopsies. That's okay. Okay. So I'm doing about a 1/4 inch, maybe a little more. I gotta turn it under. But this has to be done all throughout the whole curtain. So, boring time, because I have 2 of these to do. I don't know if it's easier to start at this end. I don't know. We'll see. Might be easier. Yes. Because I'm folding towards myself and it's awkward. That worked out perfect. So now we'll do this side. So before I sew these hems down, I have to put the blackout curtains on, the backing on these first, because I'll be sewing the 2 layers together. But I just don't want the double thickness inside this seam. So I'm just going to put it in here for when I fold it over, it will catch the vinyl. So I'm not going through so many layers of vinyl. I will have to change my needle and put a heavy duty needle on to sew that blackout stuff. They smell so nice. She's got some kind of beautiful fabric softener on here. They smell wonderful. smell very clean. I'm just wondering if maybe I'll leave the vinyl dangling at the back or sew it in. What do you guys think I should do? I don't know. No, I think I'll sew it in because I don't want it to go start dangling crazily. I'm just sort of eyeballing it. Eyeballing the hem. I'm trying to get it to be consistent. The most important thing is having these exact same length, because when you hang them up and they're not the same length, one's going to hang a little bit longer on the bottom than the other, and I'm trying to avoid that. And then you got to jerk like that. It's screaming. So beautiful. It's a nice windy, breezy day. It's beautiful outside. Absolutely gorgeous out. Yesterday I was in here working with my daughter. We went to fabric store to get her her pillow fabrics, because she's making some really pretty throw pillows, and we worked on those all day yesterday. So after that, after we got done shopping, and I'll tell you what, we got there, they wouldn't let us in without a mask. So me and Cassie had a mask that I made her in her car for her, and Chase's mask was camouflaged in the door and she couldn't find it. So him and I had to tie one of his long sleeve t-shirts around our face so we could go in that store. So a lot of places are making it mandatory that you have to wear a mask. Just as simple as that. They would not let us in. And I said to her, a fabric store and you guys don't supply any masks. Isn't that amazing? And I was really rude like that. And I said, and I hope you know we came all the way from the other side of town because you guys had to go and move this damn place so far away. She goes, well, I'm so sorry, but that's the law, the rules or something like that. And I was like, yeah, stick your rules. So, I don't know. I kind of hyperventilated in that t-shirt I was wearing across my mouth. So I rolled it up above my nose that my mouth was exposed so I could breathe, because a t-shirt with so many layers on, folded up, it was ridiculous. And Chase didn't even keep his on. His was off in like the second we got in the store. So he had to walk around with the t-shirt hanging off of his neck. So, you know, I said to her, it would have been nice to know this on the website that they were mandatory, because I would have brought a mask, because I have those surgical ones that I can breathe in. Yeah, Chase and I were very gangster style looking. God. So I turned the back of the t-shirt so that just the blue was exposed. And it wasn't even a t-shirt, it was one of his, you know, t-shirty pajamas that she was donating to Goodwill, and she had a box full of clothes in her SUV. So I was like, well, we can invent a mask out of Chase's stuff. And then Chase, oh my gosh, he just ran around, touched everything, pooped his pants while we were in the store. It was just not a good day. My daughter was so fit to be tied. She just wanted to get out of there. I have an upcoming project I want to show you guys that I had bought the fabric for. And it's for a charity, so I'll be glad to show you that when I get a chance, because I'm waiting for stuff to come in the mail for this charity project. And I gotta go get something else that I haven't got that they didn't have at the fabric store, so that sucked. But that didn't surprise me none. Okay, so I got it all done on that area. Now, the sides, I'm just gonna fold it over the size that I have now. So this is a double hem, just the sides. So that will be where the vinyl is going to go underneath it. And it'll latch in there in the seam. So I'm just going to make just the width of what I turned under already. That's basically all I'm turning under. Just need a nice thin seam. Oh, thank you, but wait till you see what I'm making. Oh my God, it's for such a good reason. When I watched the video, I cried. I just cried. It broke my heart, because somewhere, someday, somebody you know is going to be in that position. So, and I'll be making 30 of them to donate. And all I did was buy children's fabric yesterday. And it was all $5 and $4 fabric. So I got each one of them for $90. I got 15 meters of fabric. Yeah, that's all I bought. Was just kids fabric. And some of it is so stinking cute. So I got some for... You need some for unisex. You need some for males, females, from children right up to teenagers kind of style fabric. So I kind of did that. And it's absolutely beautiful fabric. So I'm quite pleased that I only had to pay $5. One of them, or a couple of them that I bought, was only $4, which I didn't know. I thought it was all $5 fabric, but it ended up being only $4. So I was okay with that. And with each one, I'm going to get 2 pieces, two from each fabric. So I got 15 fabrics times 2. It'll be 30 of them. So, but I'm waiting for something to come in the mail from the actual company that is doing the that does this charity. So I will tell you more about it as I get closer to wanting to make them. If you want to follow along and make some, go ahead and go to your fabric store and get yourself some okay, I'll just tell you about it because it's so amazing. Hi BJ. If you want to join along, look up. I know there's a site in Canada and a site in the USA. Now for the rest of the world, I'm not sure. I can't see why it's not all over the world because it's a pretty big organization. Anyway, they don't our fabric company here won't donate. They're cheapskates. They're out to make a buck. Anyway, it's called Beads of Courage. For 1, I was a beater. For 2, I'm a sewer. And for 3, I have a big heart. So this place, if you Google it, it's called Beads of Courage. Now what I'll be making is, you know those organza bags that you buy and you can just tie them? Well, I'll be making 30 of those, but only in a much larger size, because they donate those bags, but you have to put their label on it. So that's what I had to go and order. They send you the labels for free. Hey, Kathy. They send you the labels for free. You just have to indicate how many you need. So I asked for 30 of them. There's a special place they want you to place that label. Hey, Tracy. And they give you all the instructions, the kind of rope you got to use for tying. They want all the bags to be the exact same size, just different fabrics. And some fabrics for boys, some for girls, some for teenage boys, teenage girls. So that's what I did. And inside of these bags, they give them to seriously ill children. Which, I mean, some children that are seriously ill with cancer, whatever the case may be, whatever they're ill with. They put a beautiful tiger, little tiger bear, with a lanyard of beads and also a string of beads for them to have, as they count these beads as their courage. So for each treatment, they count their beads. It's just so heart-wrenching to know that so many children are so ill and some of them don't make it. And that is so sad. It just breaks my heart. So if I could make a bag and cheer a little kid up, or a little teenager, a young teenager up that's deathly ill, when they can ship them a tiger and those beads are all different sizes, different shapes. They're all unique. They're very cool. I'm gonna do it, and I've already got the fabric. So, and I didn't have any kids fabric in my stash, so now I have 15 different kinds to make these. So with each meter, I'm gonna get 2 bags, 2 of the string bags. So I'm quite pleased about that. So I can get 2 from a meter, and that works out great. And they're so easy to make. They give you all the instructions, how to sew it, where they want the ties, where they want the, it's a nice little tag that they send you, and on the tag it says Beads of Courage, right? It's embroidered right in the tag. It's beautiful. So that is one of my goals to do for the summer. They also give you a form that you need to fill out when you ship them your bags, so they can give you recognition. So, and they say if the fabric costed you a lot of money, they will give you a tax receipt. I don't want a tax receipt. I don't ever collect tax receipts for any kind of charitable donation I ever make. I never do that. Never have. Never will. So they do offer that, though. If you do spend a lot of money, some people aren't going to strike it lucky like I did, you know, with $5 a meter, or $4 a meter for that matter. Hi, Tiaz. You're still roaming around. You're still roaming around, little girl. Yep, there's one for Canada, one for the US, and I guess there's one for the UK. So that is awesome. That is super awesome. So if you want to get your stuff together, I will be doing some live videos on how to make these bags, and we will just carry on from there. Now across the bottom, I plan on doing the same thing for the hem, is just put a nice little rollback across the bottom. Ooh, that went way too thick. That was way too big. That will make the curtain very uneven. All right. So now this is the bottom. Oh, very good. Patsy put out a message. Nice. Very nice. So we're going to do the same thing on the bottom. I'm not going to make a big thick hem because I don't have a lot of fabric to fart around with. Because remember, you got to fit a rod pocket, a rod in there. Of course, this is directional fabric, so I know where the bottom is. It's pretty easy to figure out that. Back. Make sure we turn that under properly. Alright. Now for the top. So I gotta remember I need this to stay 60 inches. So from there to there is 30. And then from there to there is 30. Okay, so we don't have a lot to play with here, but we do have to make a rod pocket. So you at least want to go down 4 inches. So I'm just going to check to see if I still am good with that length. Let me just check again. So there to there to there. Okay, so I could even come down a little bit more, but no. Let's see how wide that is. You need about 4 inches. And it's just about 4 inches. So I'm just going to go down a little bit here and clip it, because that's where the rod pocket's going to go. So now I'm going to go all the way down, measuring with my ruler so that it's consistently 4 inches all the way down. And then I'm going to press it, because that will give me where I need to be. That's 4. That needs to be moved. Whoops. There's 4. And there's 4. So that is perfect. All right. Up. I can already see that's not 4. 4. Okay. Now on the next curtain, I'm not going to do the bottom. I'm not going to curl up the bottom until I actually sew these so I can make it match this one. Too big. Too much. I don't know how I got bigger, but I did. Four. A little bit bigger there. 4 and 4. Now, I'm going to just clip right there. Clip there. And I'm just going to go along and clip, clip, clip. No, I'm not. I don't need to. Alright, now I need to check something else. Because where the rod pocket it will be, I want to make sure the curtain's still going to be. There's 30. There's 30. So the curtain, it's going to hang a little bit lower. So that it's going to be perfect, this size. Okay, so this one's all done, ready to be sewed with the vinyl in it, but I gotta cut the vinyl yet. So let's make this all nice and even, because it's gonna help to get the other curtain straight. I did forget to bring out a friction pen, so I will have to go get one after. Alright, so just line these up now. Because you want to draw your line so it's straight across and even. Straight across. And there. Alright, so that is exactly the length I need. So, let me see how good they match up at the bottom. No promises or guarantees that they'll be perfect. But need them to be straight. Oh, Miku, shut up. You're annoying. Alright, I gotta grab my other clips here. He's making the fire truck sound now. Oh, very good. See how bad the bottom is. I'm sure it's not even. That's... Oh my God. He's trying to sound like a fire truck. Can't say I did too shabby at the bottom either. As long as they match up, all I care. He's singing happy birthday. Step up, step up. Did I do a good job? A little bit off. So, I could bring this one up a wee bit. Not too much. Just so that they match up at the bottom. That's all I care about. And that's all that's important. There we go. That curtain is perfect. It's all done. And the bottom is matched up. So now we'll work on the second one. Oh, what did I do? Yep, he's gonna get a punch in the face, that bird. Okay. Whew, that one's good. Good, good, good. There's one down. Now we've got to do the whole thing all over again. This is much thicker because it's not so worn as the other fabric. So, Miku, you want a punch in the face? What the heck? Something tickling me. Just want to make sure there's no kind of bug on me. He's not sad. Oh, when he sings happy birthday, yeah, he sounds sad. He's making fire truck sounds. Just saying. I do have a fire department very close to my house. So you'll hear the fire trucks. I've got a bit of a headache, but I'm enjoying being outside. It's not too hot. The sun is not in here. The whole gazebo inside is all shaded now because the sun has literally moved off of this area. And day before yesterday, our tenant downstairs, so that's another reason why I wasn't live yesterday or the day before, because I had to do things with my daughter. But Wednesday, or Tuesday, sorry, my tenant came up at 8 o'clock in the morning, and he said, Ruby, I need you to come downstairs. I want to show you something. I went downstairs. Lo and behold, there's a leak coming from the ceiling, and I don't mean a little leak. I mean pissing out water leak from the roof in the basement. I'm like, that's great. So I called Jeff, and he came home right away from work. And I put a bucket underneath it. And while I was outside for the rest of the day while he was gone, he had to figure out, he found it. It was a pinhole leak in the copper piping to our house. Now, let me tell you a story where I live in this area, which is called Northwood area. We're in the Northwood area. The city, 6 months ago, decided to add lye solution, whatever you call that, hydrogen or whatever it is. Anyways, the lye that I used in soap. They started adding it to the water treatment plant. So lo and behold, they started doing that. They were getting complaints from all over the city, especially the Northwood area, that there was pinhole leaks popping up in people's copper piping. I'm not the only one that's experienced this. My whole entire neighborhood has experienced pinhole leaks in their main water copper piping. Well, Jeff went to the store, or he went to Home Depot to see if he could get, he got the copper piping, a solder. He got solder and he got flux, because I figured we could fix this ourselves. We'll cut the piece of pipe out and we'll fix it. Well, where it was broken, or where it was leaking, there's a beam right there. So it was leaking right onto the beam. So the water was coming straight down into the bucket. So at least it wasn't coming through the floor. It was no kind of leak like that. Thank God. I had no idea where that leak was coming from. Jeff found it because he could hear the hissing. So he cut that piece of pipe out when he got home from work. We, thank God it was in my laundry room, guys, because there's the basement slopes to the drain. It was all draining. The water was draining to the drain. So he came home from Home Depot. Him and I tried to fix it. Oh my God, we made a hell of a mess. I was like, this is not working, Jeff. We used a whole ring of solder. For half-inch copper piping, you're supposed to use half an inch of solder. We used an entire ring because the little blowtorch that I was using is a kitchen torch, and it just didn't get hot enough to heat that copper piping where you just put the solder on, touch it with the solder, and the solder would melt instantly. We couldn't get the pipe hot enough. But anyways, we managed to get the couplings on, the two pieces to join the pipes back together where he cut it out. Well, we put that up and I was like, okay, now what? There's a beam right there. And the copper piping was so tight to the beam, I said, this beam's going to catch on fire if you put a blowtorch up there. We tried with all kinds of time and managed unsuccessfully to get that pipe fixed. He had the main water shut off in the house, so we had no water running through our house. I hadn't even got the birds out yet. They had no water. You know, I was panicking. So at 4 o'clock in the afternoon, I decided to call plumbers because we couldn't fix it. Lo and behold, no plumbers could come till the next day or next week. I was like, no, I can't wait that long without water. As soon as you turn the water on, it's going to piss out of that copper piping because we cut it. So there was just no way to turn it on. And Jeff and I are not skilled in that field of plumbing. We're just not skilled in that. As much as I helped him do the soldering, it still was not good enough. So I went on Facebook Marketplace. I put an ad in there. I said, I need a plumber as soon as possible. Willing to pay immediately. Well, within an hour, we had a plumber here that did a side job for $100. He was here for like 2 hours. He even had to make a trip out of here to go to the store to buy certain pieces that we needed to fix the copper piping. So he got that before he went to the store. He got that one piece fixed. So that was all great. He turned the water back on. Well, lo and behold, right where the copper piping elbowed, another pinhole, poof, just happened right there. So he said to Jeff he was going to go get this special stuff. I don't remember the name of it. So we gave him $40 because he said it was around $30. So we gave him 40. He went and picked up exactly what he needed. Come back in about a half an hour and completely fixed that copper piping, replaced it all. Within 1 hour for $140, we got a plumber here to fix that, and he did a fantastic job. So far, there's no more pinhole leaks, but he's afraid that some places where it's corroding, and it's corroding because of the lye that they put through the system, and they're trying to phase it out because too many people are complaining of that. And we're going to be one of them. So I have to call the city today to report it, because everyone told me that they have to report it to the infrastructure department that you got pinhole leaks in your copper piping along with everyone else in this area and throughout the cities where they started to use the lye solution, which automatically starts corroding your pipes. So I was so pissed about that. My daughter lives in the Northwood area too. She's like a block away from me. She's just behind me. Well, yeah, sort of. In front, but behind. Anyway, she got 2 pinhole leaks and she's renting her house. The landlord had to send a plumber in and fix 2 of her pinhole leaks at 2 different times. Because the first time it fixed, then shortly after that, a week later, another pinhole popped up. So we're expecting more now. We're definitely expecting more. He showed us the copper piping that we may have to replace the entire length of the copper piping. But then I'm going to bill the city for that because it's the city's problem why everyone's having pinhole leaks. So apparently someone said they will reimburse you. So, because that's their fault. And now they have to phase out that lye because it did a lot of damage to people's copper pipes. That makes sense. You can see the pipe turning green. You know it's going to corrode. And these pipes were corroded. But the rest of the copper piping, he checked it all. He said it all looked really good, not corroded. So he's not worried about that. He's worried about the one piece that already got the pinhole leaks. And I'm telling you, a pinhole leak filled an entire bucket for water within a few hours. Filled that bucket. It was overflowing into the drain. but I couldn't shut my water off until Jeff got home. We thought the fridge was leaking because we have an ice maker and we also have, you know, water that dispenses from the fridge. So that's the first thing we did was pulled out the fridge. Kind of glad I did. Holy shit. Was it ever dirty behind there? Oh, how disgusting. The dirt, dust bunnies, dog toys were... How they got under there, I don't have a clue, but they got under the fridge. So I managed to get that all vacuumed up. There was not a drop of water behind the fridge. So I was like, it's not leaking from this fridge. It can't be. Because that's the first thing that came to my head was the fridge was leaking. And nope, that's not what it is. It was the copper piping. And my daughter right away said, Mom, everybody's having pinhole leaks in Northwood. Call the city. The city would even have sent a plumber to fix it, apparently. So if we get another one, I'm calling them. And I'm going to tell them, you want to use Lye Solution? Now you're going to pay. They reimbursed people for plumbers, but I'm telling you, plumbers are limited right now because of COVID. So, you know, they are only allowing so many plumbers out. Same with telephone repair guys. Oh, and I did get my call from the telephone company yesterday saying that they were going to come and they were going to put some kind of box outside here so I can get really strong Wi-Fi out in my gazebo, and then I don't have to run this cord across my deck, because right now I'm hardwired in, and this wire is dangerous when Chase is here, or it's dangerous to anyone because you can trip on the cord. So I don't want this cord here forever. So they're coming on Monday to do that for us. So I'm really happy about that. The guy was so nice, because at the time when I called, there was no repairman going out yet because of the COVID, and that was back in May when I called. So he called me yesterday and said they're now booking to come and do I forget what it's called. It's some kind of booster anyway. They install it, but they have to do it. You can't just do it yourself because it takes a technician to operate it for you. So, and it's a one-time fee of $50 for the box itself. So we have to buy it outright, which I don't mind. And $49 for the installation, and all of that just gets billed on my internet bill anyway. So I'm okay with all that. Get her done. Then I can enjoy being outside on everything. Like all our devices can come out here. Our computers. And we can run them on Wi-Fi. So that's awesome. That was awesome news. So, you know, we had a rough week with that water leak. That was just a really bad day. Really, really bad day. And I'm stupid. I should have, you know, I should have literally... Hi, Mary. Yes, we pay for water. No, it's not a splitter box, Olivia. How are you, Mary? You didn't get notification again? That's YouTube, not me. Just make sure your bell didn't get unclicked, Mary, because sometimes it unclicks by accident. So check it and make sure your bell didn't get unclicked, hun. So yeah, anyway, we are good, good, good. So now I'm going to do all three sides again, folding everything over a second time. What are you doing, baby girl? Did you have a drink of water? What are you doing, my little love? Aww. She's laying between my legs. She's between my legs on the floor, on the mat. Alright, so I'm going to start on this side and just work all the way around again in the same direction. So yeah, we've had a pretty good week with those repairs. And then yesterday I had to spend that time with my daughters. Actually, Tuesday was the day my two girls came. We actually spent the day together. and I had made them all lunch and everything. My daughter came, the older daughter, she came, and the Liana, and she was crocheting, so she was crocheting her stuff, and Cassie was finishing up her cornerstone or cobblestone pillows. She did 2 of those, and she got those finished on Tuesday. So we were outside in the gazebo for the whole day, me and the 2 girls. It was so nice just being out here with the girls. And I said, we're gonna have to do this more often. And my daughters are like, yes, we do. So we're gonna have more days like that. And I made them lunch, and I boiled eggs so they can have a hard-boiled egg with their lunch. And my daughter's like, Ruby? No, she said, you outdid yourself, Rubus. It's like, what? Now my daughter's calling me Rubus. Oh, those 2 girls make me laugh. And Chase came for the day too. It was so nice. Oh my gosh. And that was the day of the leak. So I was outside here, and while it was downstairs, just pouring in the buckets. Jeff had a long day at work to begin with, and he had to come home and try to fix that. And by the end of the night, he was a little frustrated. So, but once the plumber came and fixed it, he was good. But I could see and I could feel the frustration in him, because he didn't know what he was doing, and it was probably making him feel bad because he didn't know what to do. Well, I mean, when you're not skilled in profession, you're not, you know, you have to hire them, and you hire them for that very reason, because they have training and they're skilled in it. So I wouldn't even feel bad about it, because I don't even know how to do it. I just, first time in my life, did soldering. I fluxed the pipe and soldered. But then when I watched a YouTube video, I realized we screwed up. We didn't scrape the pipe. We didn't clean it. We didn't do anything. We didn't do anything they recommended us to do. So, you know, but he was very frustrated, and it was a long day. So when you don't know what you're doing, it can be very frustrating. So, but it's all done, and I'm happy. And it was well worth the money. And that guy responded like within 10 minutes of me posting. He said, shoot me a picture, $100, and I'll come and fix it. I shot him a picture of it. He came within half hour. He was there fixing it, but then the other leak happened, so he had to go out and purchase something else for us. So yeah, that was not too bad. That was awesome. I was really feeling, stupid hairs. I was really feeling very lucky that I was able to get this man. So, and after hours, because he was here till after 6 o'clock, longer than he intended to. And we said, you know, we asked him if he wanted more money, and he said nope, I'm good, just pay for those parts. So we gave him the money for the parts, and that's all he wanted. So that was awesome. Awesome. My other daughter, the youngest one, Cassie, she's like, and he didn't charge you more for fixing the second pinhole leak? I said nope. It was just a young guy too. Well, I mean, he had 2 kids and his wife in the car, but they were, you know, I asked her if it was cool in her car, her vehicle, because I was going to tell her to come in, but he made it sound like it was going to be just a quick in and out, but it ended up being a 2-hour job. So his wife and kids and dog were in their van, but and they didn't look too happy, the kids. They were like older kids, so he wasn't too young. A super nice guy. And the first thing he asked me is, what is this contraption in the kitchen? I was like, it's my quilt frame. Because no kitchen table, but a quilt frame in my kitchen. My dining room, actually. Yeah, I turned my house into a quilt shop. And the outside. Like a quilt in the kitchen, in the living room, in my craft room. Outside was, you know, quilt here, quilt there, quilting everywhere. And Miku really is driving me crazy. And I got a bit of a headache. And my nose is so solidly plugged. and it hurts. That's where the pain is, all up in my sinuses. Ugh. Don't worry, I took my temperature to make sure I didn't have COVID. The way I felt yesterday, I had aches and pains, and I was like, okay, I'm starting to panic. I don't feel so bad today. I feel good today. Just a bit of a headache, but that's sinuses. Because it's in the front of my head and in the high parts of my cheek. So, yeah. That bird is getting on my nerves. Yeah, hey buddy. Oh, hey buddy, you. Like, why do you have to be so damn vocal like that? Shut up. Alright, we are good. Now, we've done all around except for the top now. We're going to do the 4 inches again, so that's why I used a ruler, so I could try to stay a bit consistent. And there is somebody weed whacking, if you hear it. So, ouch. Just a little bit too much. A little too much. Still too much. There we go. That is good. So I'm going to evenly line this up. And where's my clips again? Right here. And we'll do that. Alright. We're off to the races. Okay, so let's check that. 4, 4, too much. Too much. 4, 4, 4. Okay. I'm just going to stick some clips in here because I'm going to be folding this one so I can get it evened at the bottom. Good. These are super cute pattern for a little boy. Oh, I didn't iron them. Shoot. Let me just double check one more time. 4, 4, too much. 4. Those are all good. Now, clips in. Now, excuse me. Hi, baby. Four. Jeff, did you stop and get a new sprinkler? How much was that one? That's gonna break too.
Well, it's the only one. They had sprinklers down 2 aisles.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only one that they had that was, like the one that you have.
Oh.
All the rest of them are the ones that you stick in the ground.
Yeah, I don't want one of those because, yeah, those don't work very good.
Like here.
And all our plants are like on levels, and that just shoots in one, two.
Well, it shoots in like this kind of a direction.
Yeah, and it doesn't go up higher unless you put it way back on the road.
It's Tia, Tia. She's such a pretty dog. Tia, oh yeah. Oh yeah, she's getting good.
Okay, and I'm going to seal it up right here. Now, let's join it together so it stays even. Steven. There. There. I did already turn the hem up on the bottom, but I may have to do an adjustment. We shall see. There. Yeah, Daddy's home. All right. That is excellent. Now, fold it one more time because I need to measure now the length of the other curtain before I do this one. Can't even be off 1/8 of an inch or it'll show. So this is how we're going to get them nice and straight and even.
Squirrels are getting in my garden.
They are?
Yeah.
Digging holes?
Digging holes, yeah.
Oh, kill them.
Jerks.
You need to put something around your garden like mint or cayenne pepper. It won't hurt your plants.
Well, why not? They're jerks.
Yeah. Could have told you they would love to dig holes. Now, let's work our way down again, bringing the two ends together. And this way I will make sure that these are officially the exact same size. There we go. Okay. Kids, what are you doing? You going back under my feet?
He's being a good girl.
She likes it down there. She just lays between my feet.
That's okay.
She's a good girl.
Yeah, you can lay wherever you want.
You can try that other place on our Victoria. Just drive down it, Victoria, and you'll see it. It's comfortable in here, eh? Nice and cool.
Supposed to get to 29.
29. Oh, yeah. Well, I'll just be going in the house then. If there's no breeze. I left all these walls open, so. The sun was beaming hot. Gotta take something for my sinuses. They're so sore.
Everything's definitely alive now.
What do you mean? The allergies stuff?
No more hibernation anyway.
No.
Anyway, it's all blooming.
Lilacs are starting to bloom. Wow, did a pretty good job here too. Oh, weed whack, now he's cutting his lawn again. This guy's like an everyday thing with him. He cuts his lawn every day. And he cuts it right in the mid of the hot sun. You don't do that. Like, does he even have a nice looking grass? Okay, so this has to go up a bit.
Grass grows faster.
Ooh, I might have done it too short. Okay, let me just work here. They're not quite even here. Just a teeny tiny bit short. There we go.
My tomatoes are starting to look way better.
Yeah.
So are the peppers.
Good. All right. Now we shall.
Unless the squirrels come.
I'm going to take a couple of these clips out. grab my other curtain. And I'm going to line it up the same way, all the way down, so that they're all even. And I'm going to get rid of these two. I really don't need to clip all that, but I do need to clip these so that they're all the same size. That's a lot of thickness to get in there. Why don't I just use a big one? Hello? Okay. Same with here. Just use a big clip. Now, this is where we're going to see if they're going to match up. This is very, very important if you want your curtains to match. Wow, pretty damn good. I do like the smell of that fresh cut grass. But I'm telling you, it's doing havoc on me. Well, one's off just a little wee bit, so I'm going to bring those two down. So, wow, they just need to come down a wee tiny bit. So that and that. And there you go. All my curtains are matched up. Now, I do need to cut my vinyl first before anything. So how do I want to do this? Let's do it this way. I need to do it while these are folded. So I can just cut it to the size of my hems. Oh shit. What is folded here? Oh, I see. I don't need to do that anymore because now this is all evened out. So, let's do it. that's about, I need a piece that's going to fit underneath all these seams here. So where's the vinyl? Right here. Oh shit. Alright. So does the vinyl go on the inside or on the outside? I think on the outside of the curtain. Yes, that protects the fabric. I don't know. What do I know? Now, it has to go underneath here. So I'm going to pin it here, all the way down. That's how big I need it. And I need 2 pieces, exactly the same. And this is called blackout vinyl. So I just want this vinyl to go up a little bit to catch in this seam here. Jeff, can you grab this and stretch it out? Stretch it, pull it. Yep, very good. Yep. Put it across the top here. Pull it down. There we go. Very good.
You want McDonald's?
What?
You want McDonald's?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh shit, I need to fold this in half. Yep. And pray to God it's wide enough for these curtains. Because if it's not, I'm gonna have, oh yeah, it definitely will be. Yeah. Okay, so I don't know. We shall see. Oh God, this is gonna be awful if it's not. It doesn't look like it will be. Oh my gosh. I think it's exact size. It is. Oh, well, I don't have to cut down the side. I just need to cut length. That's it. Perfect. I like that. Okay. Nice. Nice, nice. Is this ironable? Yeah, it is. Sure. Sure, why not? I hope there's enough here for 2. She only bought 3 meters. It's definitely not enough. Pretty scary. Oh, I need to stretch my legs out for a minute. Yeah. Three meters is not going to be enough, Debbie. I don't think so. Mm-mm. We shall see. I don't think so. I don't know. We shall see. I'm gonna do this. We shall see. all this together and see if I have enough in the length. This doesn't look too promising. Oh, maybe just enough. Oh my God, maybe. Not 100% sure though. I hear you. But I'm ignoring you. I think it's just a tiny bit short. Tiny bit short. It's about 1.5 inches. Maybe 1 inch short. I don't know. Looks a bit short. Okay. Oh God, this is a lot of work, and this made them. Oh shit, it's a lot short. So these have to be sewn in on the sides, but they can't be sewn in on the bottom. So that's okay. They're just, oh, I don't know, a little bit too short. And I'm not going to shorten these curtains any, because you want them to overhang a little bit. And it's going to make these curtains very heavy because this stuff is heavy. Oh my God. Yeah, they're just a little bit short. A little bit. That's gonna have to do. So we will just leave them on the bottom. You don't gotta sew them in. All right. Now to get them to cut right in half, basically. That's what we're doing, cutting these basically right in half. Lordy, lordy. Let's give them a shaky. Or I could get rid of all this kink. There we go. That was a broken clip. Alright. Now, there. Okay. Get them nice and straight. So that's the top. I think they feel really nice and straight. Yes, they feel pretty darn good. Now, now I need to cut them at the bottom. I don't want to cut them crooked. Cut them nice and straight. Right like that. Gonna help me cut these straight across. Scissors. Actually, I am going to pull them off, and I'm just going to rotary cut them, because I'll get a much, much straighter edge if I rotary cut these than try to do it with a pair of scissors. So, unfortunately, I got to move this back off here. I need my cutting table. Okay. Oh, my arms are tired. This is so heavy. Hey, Kathy, welcome back. All right. Get rid of the folds. Looks darn good. And I need to get rid of some clips because it's not allowing me to move up my ruler. There we go. They're cut in half now. So now I have two pieces. Sweet Mary. All right. Whew. The hard part's over, guys. The hard part's over. Wow. So, I don't really need all these on anymore. Everything's been evened up. These still could be a little bit too big, but I will check once I sew the sides up. But firstly, all right, that is the bottoms. I just want to keep the bottoms. Nope. One of these little guys. Want to keep them even. Okay, so that's good. That's good, that's good, that's good. Okay, so now I have two pieces of vinyl. Oh, I've never used this stuff before, so. Okay. Now, I got rid of all of the side ones. And I probably got rid of the 4-inch ones too on top, yeah. Okay. So this is one curtain. I've got to do the markings on it now, and I got to go in and get a friction pen. Because we need to mark, oh, the opening's over here. We need to mark, I don't know, let's see, 4 inches. A rod pocket is not very big, so I probably want to go down 1.5 inches and then a 1/4 inch. So there'll be the rod pocket. So we'll go down 1.5 inches and mark all the way down, so I know where to sew this once I put the it needs to go from this side. Yep, I gotta mark it from this side because I'm right-handed. So I'll mark exactly 1.5 inches down, so it'll have a little 1.5 inches. This will be the little, you know, the little frills at the top, and then I could probably go 1 3/4 inches. Well, no, because, well, then you've got all that for rod. Yeah, that's perfect. That is perfect. Okay, I'm gonna clip that. I don't know, I'm debating. 1 3/4 inches. Is that gonna be good? So here, and then we'll sew the vinyl into here. I'm thinking, let me think. I gotta go potty anyway, and I gotta grab the friction pen. Those rods are usually, yeah, they're only 1 inch, and this will be like, I don't know, how big will that be if I do 1 3/4 inches? So there, it will be an extra 2 1/4 inch. This is only going to have like a 1/4 inch seam here, so you're going to have 2 inch opening. So that's perfect. That is perfect. Have a smoke and a break, and put these big ones back that I took off. Put this down here for now. So does anybody know if the vinyl goes on the inside or the outside of the curtain? Is any of the black darkening, does anyone know? Does it go I would assume the vinyl goes inside. I don't know, so the curtain doesn't look like hell. Because this is gonna go inside here. It's gonna get sewn inside my seam here and inside there, exactly like that. So it can only go about 1/4 inch. I don't want it sticking up where the rod pocket is. Just enough to catch it. Definitely gonna have to pin this baby. Yep, definitely. Gonna have to pin it. This is going to be a nightmare, just getting this started. Just as long as it goes in enough, that's what I want, right there. And then I'll be able to sew it inside on one side. And if it's too long on the other, if this fabric's too long, then we will, yeah, I'm pretty sure the fabric, the vinyl goes inside. Oh, it faces outside? Oh, you've seen them both? Inside, I believe. Okay. I have them in all my windows. Okay. Shit. I'm just going to do it with the vinyl inside so the fabric looks nice on the outside. That's how I think I'm going to do this. And as I go along, I will pin this. Why does something keep tickling me? I will pin this vinyl here. Because it's not, I don't want it overhanging too much inside my seam. This almost looks too big. Yep. God only knows how straight I'll be sewing this. I should probably sew it into the side first before I do this. That's what I should be doing. Sewing it in the sides before I even tackle the top. Well, no, because if I do that, oh shit. Right. That needs to stay. Oh God, that bird. Now I don't know. Damn it. Shit. I don't want to do all this again. Ow, I got stuck. My leg. Oh. So do I sew? Oh, fuck, I'm gonna kill that bird. Seriously, I am. The bird gets on my nerves on a daily basis. If I was to sew it at least to one side, just let me think. I'm thinking. It'll be easier to do it at the top when this is already sewed in to one side. Yep, I think that's what I'm gonna do. Pin it. I'm gonna pin it and sew it starting down here. So that way, I'm not going to get rid of this bird. He's going in the house now. He had his chance and he blew it. I gotta walk anyways. Oh. Yep, you don't get to scream all day, buddy. Hi, baby girl. You're all tangled up in cords. What are you doing? Hey? You're goofy. You got 2 cords around you. Why are you sleeping on cords? Alright. I got me some Tylenol. Oh God, that bird gives me a headache. Okay. Whew. Don't need that right now. What I do need is some clips. And we're going to clip it all the way down. I'm going to line it up with the fold. The clipper. It's getting kind of warm. It's really awkward doing it this way, from this way down. But it's the side I started on. I must carry on. Ooh, it's kind of warm. Come on. Okay. If I'm missing chat, I'm really sorry. It's getting very warm out here. Very warm. Oh, that breeze feels beautiful. Love it. Oh my gosh. Feels good on my neck. Clearly be able to see exactly how long it'll be. And it is going to be a wee bit short. That's okay. That's absolutely okay at the bottom. This stuff doesn't fray anyway. And it's very heavy, so I don't even have to worry about it. But I do want to make sure I catch it under my seam. That's why I'm pushing it up, right up against the fold. All the way. It's going to make my life a lot easier to sew. So yeah, it's just like, it's about an inch short, but that's okay. Okay. There. We will sew this side, and then I know what I'm dealing with. Okay. I gotta put a size 16 needle in. Oh, I can't. I didn't bring a screwdriver out. Did I? Nope, I did not. So, all right. Wow. Sewing machine's pretty dirty. Alright. So, I think I should be okay. Okay. It's sewing through the vinyl quite nice. Yep, that is quite nice. Hi, Debbie. Well, need to make sure I fold that. over, clip it, so the rod pocket gets made. Quite thick right there. Oh shoot, I sewed right, that's okay. I really didn't want to sew it all up closed. But I will open up a piece in there and then I'll just back stitch. But for now, it's closed. So that looks pretty good. See? Nice in here. Looks excellent. But I'll be taking a little break, guys. I'm going to just wait for these Tylenols to kick in and then I'm going to come back and finish this because I got to get these to her today. I've had them for 2 weeks and I haven't done a thing with them, so I promised her I'd get them done today. So let me take a little break in the living room, in the cool house, and I'll come back in about an hour. I just want this headache to go away. It's starting to pound. It's not even a headache, it's a face ache. So I'll be back, okay guys? God bless. I'll be back, promise.